There are a few tips on how to release your stress. For the tip 1, identify the source of stress in your life. Stress management starts with identifying the sources of stress. This isn't as straightforward as it sounds. While it is easy to identify the major stresses, such as changing jobs, moving, or going through a divorce, pinpointing the sources of chronic stress can be more complicated. It's also easy to overlook on how your own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors contribute to your everyday stress levels. Sure, you may know that you are constantly worried about work deadlines, but maybe it is your procrastination rather than the actual job demands that is causing the stress. For the tip 2, practice the 4S of stress management. While stress is an automatic response from your nervous system, some stresses arise at predictable times. For example, your commute to work, a meeting with your boss, or family gatherings. When handling such predictable stresses, you can either change the situation or change your reaction. When deciding which option to choose in any given scenario, it's helpful to think of the 4S, which is avoid, alter, adapt, or accept. For the first one, avoid unnecessary stress. It is not healthy to avoid a stressful situation that needs to be addressed, but you may be surprised by the number of stresses in your life that you can eliminate. Learn how to say no. Know your limits and stick to them. Whether in your personal or professional life, taking on more than you can handle is a surefire recipe for stress. Distinguish between the shoulds and the musts, and when possible, say no to taking on too much. For the second A is alter the situation. If you can't avoid a stressful situation, try to alter it. Often, this involves changing the way you communicate and operate in your daily life. Express your feelings instead of bottling them up. If something or someone is bothering you, be more assertive and communicate your concerns in an open, respectful way. If you have got an exam to study for and your chatty roommate just got home, say up front that you only have 5 minutes to talk. If you don't voice your feelings, resentment will build and the stress will increase. Next, the third A is adapt the stressor. If you can't change the stressor, change yourself. You can adapt to stressful situations and regain your sense of control by changing your expectations and attitude. Reframe problems, which is try to view stressful situations from a more positive perspective. Rather than fuming about a traffic jam, look at it as an opportunity to pause and regroup, listen to your favorite radio station, or enjoy some alone time. Look at the bigger picture. Take perspective of the stressful situation. Ask yourself how important it will be in the long run. Will it matter in a month, a year? Is it really worth getting upset over? If the answer is no, focus your time and energy elsewhere. And the last A is accept the things you can change. Some sources of stress are unavoidable. You can prevent or change stresses such as the death of a loved one or serious illness or maybe a national musician. In such cases, the best way to cope with stress is to accept things as they are. Acceptance may be difficult, but in the long run, it is easier than railing against a situation you can't change. For the third tip is get moving. When you are stressed, the last thing you probably feel like doing is getting up and exercising. But physical activity is a huge stress reliever, and you don't have to be an athlete or spend hours in a gym to experience the benefits. Exercise releases endorphins that make you feel good, and it can also serve as a valuable distraction from your daily worries. While you will get the most benefit from regularly exercising for 30 minutes or more, it's okay to build up your fitness level gradually. Even very small activities can add up over the course of a day. The first step is to get yourself up and moving. For the fourth tip is connect connect to others. There is nothing more calming than spending quality time with another human being who makes you feel safe and understood. In fact, face-to-face interaction triggers a cascade of hormones that counteract the body's defensive fight or flight response. It is nature's natural stress reliever. As it is an added bonus, it also helps to stave off depression and anxiety. So, make it a point to connect regularly and in person with family and friends. Keep in mind that the people you talk to don't have to be able to fix your stress. They simply need to be a good listeners. And try not to let worries about looking weak or being a burden keep you from opening up. The people who care about you will be flattered by your trust. It will only strengthen your bond. For the fifth tip, to make time for fun and relaxation. Beyond a take charge approach and a positive attitude, you can reduce stress in your life by carving out me time. Don't get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of life that you forget to take care of your own needs. Nurturing yourself is a necessity, not a luxury. If you regularly make time for fun and relaxation, you will be in a better place to handle life stresses. Do something you enjoy every day. Make time for leisure activities that bring you joy, whether it be stargazing, playing the piano, or working on your bike.